Welcome back, everyone. Today I decided that I'm going to give you a small tour of my houseplants because I just realized I did not do any tour of my houseplants. So you don't even know what I have pretty much, except for the snips and bits and little pieces that I put on my Instagram here and there. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Zhenya and this is Plants and Vlogs. Go ahead and subscribe, give it a thumbs up, like, definitely leave a comment. I'd love to have you part of the community. And yeah, let's get started. When we moved from Denver to Tampa, I had to leave most of my plants behind, and that was heartbreaking. So this time around, I am trying to keep them small. That's why I always get small plants. If anyone's wondering, why do you don't have big plants or big beautiful monsteras, that's the reason, because I know there's a move that's coming up shortly in our timeline, and I do not want to go through the pain of leaving all my plants behind. So I am trying to minimally start building my collection currently, so I can pack everything easily and take it with me to our new place. But I'm not sure how well that's gonna work because it has been growing more than I have realized, and even my hubby's kind of, oh, that's a new plant and that's a new plant. I'm like, no, it's not a plant. He's like, you have to stop going and calling all the stores a plant rescue places. Like, I do, but I just cannot help it. And if you're part of a plant community, I am sure you will understand my pain. So let me take you around and show you my tiny little plant collection. And I do have a huge list of my wish list plans, but I think they will have to wait for the new place. Oh, if you guys have any tips or care tips or any tips whatsoever on any of the plans that you see that I have, you go ahead and share them with me. I would really appreciate it. I always love when people share their tips and tricks on growing stuff, because sometimes you don't even think about something so simple, and it kind of becomes an aha moment when somebody points it out. So go ahead and leave your comments below, and let me show you my little plant collection. So my plants are divided between 4 zones in my house. I have 2 zones downstairs and 2 zones upstairs. One is in master bathroom. That would be a place where my humidity loving plants are, my whole little drama corner, and anything that's in quarantine. I have a zone that is in a guest bedroom, which no one's using currently, so that is my quarantine zone. And I have 2 zones downstairs, one in a main living room and one in my kind of kitchen type of area. For various reasons, I do move my plants around a lot to kind of figure out which plant loves to be where. Some of them, it's their permanent spot for the time being, and some are just kind of there temporarily just to see how the lighting and the humidity and all of the conditions work out. Let's start downstairs at my entryway. Okay, and from our entryway, we have a jade pothos, jade pothos. And this guy is named Ford. Don't mind this little leaf. This was an original leaf. It came to me like this. And there's a very interesting story behind this plant. We actually went to get my husband a new truck. The gentleman, the salesperson there, the sales manager was like, can I get you anything else? I'm like, why, yes, you have a green jade pothos in there. I would like that. And the interesting thing is, he did not even question it. He's like, my wife is same crazy, or he said something to that effect, and went and dug me up a piece of jade pothos. I was kind of shocked, but I was grateful. It was 1, 2, 3, 4 leaves, and the rest is new growth. This guy loves it over here. Beautiful growth. And the new leaves are coming out a little bit more neon, and then they turn the dark green, like the jade, this beautiful jade. I love this guy, and I have a special kind of attachment to this guy. My plan for this guy was to put this pot all the way on this little ledge and let it just trail down. I do have this huge south-facing window over here with no curtains, nothing. So it lets in a lot of light, and it is kind of muted. I also have this window that's facing west, but this area gets a lot of beautiful, bright, natural sunlight. So this guy just loves it here. So my plan originally was to move most of my plants over here and just to see how they're doing. Okay, let me show you another corner. In a main living room, we have this little nook, which is my temporarily kind of a setup station for multiple different things over here, and I'll go through them one by one. And we'll just, I guess, start with this little table, which I had it where the Christmas tree was. This is my in-between, in a limbo type of place, and I have multiple things over here. And yes, I'm into crystals, and that's a different video. If you guys are interested, I'll let you know. I can do a video on what's what and what's used for what. Anyway, right here I have my queen, marble queen, pothos right over here. She's doing great. She did lose a few leaves just because right above her there was a air vent, and our AC and heater had a thing going on that it was just way too much wind for her, and she did lose a couple of leaves. But from that time she did put out new growth, which I'm happy about. This is just another little golden pothos. It needs a little bit more light. You can see the little bit specks coming in right now, which was being rooted in this little cup. This is all the little golden pothos cuttings and little trails. Oh, this is a beautiful leaf. Look at this, guys. The little trails that were knocked over by my kiddos or the cat by accident. This is my Monstera deliciosa. This leaf has been like this for over a year and a half. So I don't know. It's not getting more yellow and it's not getting more green. It's just staying like this. So I don't know what its deal is. They are kind of droopy, but they're not dying, but they're not thriving either. This is the newest leaf. You guys can tell it's like more limey green. So I am thinking I need to change the pot for sure, and I need to change the soil on this for sure. I think the soil is a little bit more compact than it likes, so we'll take care of that. Now over here in this little owl cash pot, I love this little owl, is my foxtail fern. Again, don't mind the little brown spots. It is on the same spot under the vent, which since then I fixed. As you can see, this guy just dried up completely, but it did give me new growth right here, the little lighter color leaves. I love ferns. I don't know whether they're not talked about more, but I absolutely love them. They're so dainty, they're so delicate, and they're beautiful. In here I have my neon pothos, as you've seen in previous videos, and it is starting to revert, so I do need to put it in more light, and I think the soil is a little bit more compact, so I do need to change the soil on this as well. And this little guy, Rhaphidophora tetrasperma, and this was actually just given to me by a friend because she did not know what was going on with this little baby, and she just said, just needs a little bit TLC, so please take care of it. And I took it, and yeah, it's giving, this is a new leaf, so it's giving me a new leaf. This is the oldest leaf right there, but this is a pretty one. We're kind of seeing what it's gonna do on this table. And this is my favorite Mycans, and it does have new growth and new leaves, and it's just keep giving me new leaves, and I love it. It's so velvety. I love velvety leaves. Look at this, you guys, right there. So on this little table also, it's kind of my mix station. This little guy is just a hard leaf philodendron, little cutting that rooted and graduated, so I just kind of have it sitting in this little elephant planter. It's cute, waiting for it to give me more new growth. It's just been kind of 3 leaves the whole entire time. This is my recent acquisition, also from a friend. It's a Monstera Peru, beautiful, beautiful leaves. I got it with 3 leaves, and it already gave me 1 new leaf right there, and there's another one that's coming out right here, which I am delighted. I love this thing. It does need a trellis right now, just kind of standing on this little shish kebab stick, just kind of keeping it propped up. So I am going to get a trellis for this little beauty, but I don't want to repot it, and I don't want it too big, just for the fact that we're gonna have to move it, and I do need something cylindrical around it just so it kind of stays stationary. This was also a gift. It's a Hoya Carria. As you can see, the sweetheart Hoya, the little heart shaped, and comes in this tiny little square planter. It's beautiful. It's just been sitting there like this for quite a while and not giving me new growth or anything like that, so it's just like a leaf Hoya. So it's cute. It's there. Yeah, more crystals. And this is my favorite Horacearii, which actually has multiple leaves and new growth. As you can see, all of this is new growth, kind of, and it's giving me new growth there and new aerial roots right here. This is not the mother plant of this. I got these two guys completely separate. This was just a gift from a friend, and this one I specifically wanted from my Hoya lady. I got it in August. I had this guy since August, so it's doing pretty good. It is putting out aerial roots. These are all new, but there's no new leaf, so we're still waiting for that. But it is a slow grower than other ones. Back here I have my chocolate anthurium, new leaf. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And here's another baby leaf. I think you guys seen this in one of the other videos. I've showed it to you. I love this, the gnomes and everything. Beautiful. So it's doing pretty well over here. So I think it's getting enough light. This is a plant for a little bit more of a dark corner. This is by Scindapsus exotica, and this is another one of those plants that is so unique. I don't feel that people are talking about this enough. So this used to be considered more rare plant, and now it's more of a common plant. The look of it is just so unique. It also has velvety leaves and the speckle, and there's many varieties of different speckling, and this is speckled is like silver. I don't know if the camera's gonna pick up, hopefully it will, but it shimmers and shines, and it's just way too unique not to have this in the collection. And when the new leaves come out, this whole little bundle is new leaves. As you can see, they're all jade green, and the speckling is just starting to come in right there. And these are the older ones. So I have two lines that are going, and you know what, I'm okay with this. I wanted to propagate it, just kind of stick it back in there and repropagate. I think I will do that before we move. So there are kind of aerial roots over here, so I will do that, but not just quite yet, but it's just gonna hang out over here. The next we have my begonia rex. As you know, after my maculata, I got into begonias. I had begonia rex, which I have upstairs, the double color, the burgundy and the sage green, and this one is just with speckled pink. This was oh, that's a new leaf. That's cool. This was a rescue plant. It was dying and I rescued it. That's all I'm gonna say about that. Oh, that's a new leaf too. So that's all I'm gonna say about that. And yeah, this is just all my crystals. And again, yes, I work with crystals, I work with energy. If you guys want to know more, leave it in the comments below. I'll tell you more about it. So yeah, this is my little plant corner. Not a permanent station, but they come over here just to kind of see how they do in this lighting situation, and then they kind of move to a different spot for the permanent home for the time being. All right, let me take you into our living room and I will show you my little plant corner there. Okay, so now onto our living room. This is just a little corner where I keep most of my plants. This is more or less of a permanent setup here. So yeah, let's go through here. These shelves are usually housing instead of the cards. I have my little prop stations over here. As you can see, I have two. We'll just start from here. I have my philodendron, heartleaf philodendron, and as you can see, it has beautiful, beautiful roots over there. So it's just waiting for a pot. This is another vine from my golden pothos. The mother plant is actually right below it, and this guy already has so many roots over there, as you can see right there and right there. Beautiful, beautiful roots. And I love these clear containers in Lake Up because you can see the roots, and the kids absolutely love it. They run over here and they always check to see how far the roots have grown. And this is just started from one single leaf. And the mother plant is over here. This guy is the mother plant of all of my my golden pothos. This was a gift from a friend of mine. I also have a weird attachment to it because I had it for 4 years and it was in a fish tank, and then when we took it out of fish tank, we ended up putting it in a pot. I think it tried to die on me like 4 or 5 different times, and it came back every single time. So now I planted it in this ceramic blue pot. I kind of filled it every single time. It would give me just an empty strand. I would curl it and I would put it in there, put topsoil on there, and it would give me new shoots. It has these vines, these little trailings right there, and I'm so happy because every single node has a leaf on there, which I'm so excited, and it's already touching the floor, keeps continuing to put out leaves. This guy is actually gonna go on a higher shelf so it can kind of trail. Next up we have Chinskentia. This was a rescue. I don't remember where I got it from, to be honest, but I know it was a rescue. It was a plant that I never thought it was gonna survive, but it actually gave new growth, and it seemed to be quite happy over here, and there's putting out new leaves right there as well. So we're just gonna leave it here. Of course, Santa, and this is my little dancing Santa. Just gonna move him a little forward. This is my Dracenia tree. If you've seen my previous videos, you have seen me save this guy from Lowe's. It was not in soil, the roots exposed and everything, and I did give it a haircut, as you can see right there, but it is putting out new shoots and new beautiful leaves, and it does need to be dusted. It's doing great. There's 2 little stalks right there, and it's doing great, and my son loves it because it's his dragon tree, because he asked me what Dracenia means. I'm like, it's a dragon tree. He's like, oh, dragon, okay, yeah, mine. So he's taking care of this guy. He waters it, he fertilizes it. It's his little baby. This is my little aloe plant, not so little anymore. He keeps giving me pups. It had only 1, now it has 3 in there, looks like. He keeps giving me new shoots, new leaves all the time, which is really cool. I do have the mother plant. It is in the garage currently, and it's a monster. And when I say it's a monster, it is a monster. Next to it, I have my asparagus fern. Oh, this guy, this is a love and hate relationship with this guy. So my first mistake was planting it in a terracotta pot. The reason being is it's so porous that the water evaporates so fast, and this guy loves to be in wetter type of soil, moist soil. I need to repot this in more of a ceramic or glazed terracotta pot just to keep the moisture in a little bit better, because it seems like I water this guy like every other day. Look at this. Do you see this? And you know what's weird? Like, soon as I water it, it's gonna put out like 10 more new green shoots. Oh, there you go. See? Time for pruning. Okay, yeah. You saw it first on Plans and Vlogs. The pruning of there you go, asparagus fern. Yeah, but I'm not too concerned. This guy tried to die on me like 4 or 5 different times, and still going strong. This is my little corner, not more of a permanent spot. And I have a couple plants on the other side of the room. This little corner has only 2 plants. Used to be all green and everything, but as I'm saying that we're gonna be moving, I have been downsizing. Right now, it just houses 2 plants. This is a hard leaf philodendron, and this is the oldest leaf on this plant. And I had this for over a year or so, and it does give me new growth, but it is more or less of a slow grower. And this right here is my Hoya IML 1438, and as you can see, it does need a trellis, and it's kind of leaning towards this little gal right here. It's a mini kind of a what do you call it, a mannequin type of thing. It's not that big, so I'm actually thinking of taking this mannequin and using it as a trellis for some of the plants, but we will see. I do need a little trellis for this guy. Now, I am gonna take you to my kitchen windowsill. This is more or less of my plant nursery for the time being. It is north-facing window, and most of this wall, most of these plants are north-facing windows in the side of the house. Although they do tend to grow much slower on the north-facing windows, I don't mind that at all, just because for the ease of movement, like I said before. And some of them, they actually prefer the north-facing window, which is also a very unique thing. So I do have to take that into the account. Before we start, this is my backyard, you guys. And all of this is Spanish moths, the air plants. Yeah, so, and this is all air plants. So all of the grayish stuff you see, it's all air plants. So they're everywhere. I will be taking some of them with me. Over here, as you can see, I have a whole bunch of variety of Sansevieria, and it just keeps going and going and going. It kind of wraps around the lanai. It's been raining and windy, as you can tell, so don't mind the mess over there. They have been, and all of these guys are from a single mother plant. I had literally landscaping companies contact me to buy them for local landscaping, and I have been kind of just giving them away because just the sheer amount of them is insane. So this is Thai plant, corn plant, which is very common here in Florida or southern states. I will be taking a cutting of that and taking that with me as well. Now, this is my windowsill, my little fun nursery. Right here, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 little jade plants. These little tops got knocked over by my cat from the 2 jade plants I have a little bit to the left. So I just kind of stuck them and they started growing. This is my Densia, my little air plant. That's one of them. This is my Christmas cactus or my Thanksgiving cactus. I still cannot tell the difference. It was just one leaf that got knocked over. I planted it in here. It gave me a growth. So I am excited. I have a new plant. This little guy you would find anywhere in the grocery stores. Nothing very special, but usually like $6. But this guy was like $1.99 on sale, and there was only one of them left. It was just looking so incredibly lonely. Did not have any flowers, so I had to take it with me, of course, and you know, it's happy now. It gave me flowers. These are the 2 of my orchids, as you can remember in the video. I had to replant, and I did leave the tags on here, and this one is Oncidium orchid right here, which I'm not sure what color that is, and this one is Phalaenopsis orchid, which is the white one. I know, but it's like a smaller size white one. Here's another air plant, which decided to come live with me. My little Venus flytrap, which actually never thought how great of an idea to have it in the kitchen. Eats everything that moves. And of course I have another one because I have 2 boys and each one of them needed one. In here I have my random succulent, as you can tell. I love this guy. I don't know how I ended up with this. I don't even remember, but it chose me. This guy chose me, and it just kind of lives there. And these are the parent plants for my little jade nursery to the right. And this guy decided to give me new growth right there. And here's the second one, just propped up by a chopstick. This is my little propagation of Raven ZZ plant. This is my catch-all kind of pot of soil over here. So anything that falls off of a plant, I put it in here. This is some type of a peperomia. I never got into these. I know a lot of people like these. These never do anything for me. But this one just kind of grew out of the spot. It was an empty pot, and I just see there's another one trying to propagate the Christmas cactus. The leaf fell off. Yeah, this one grew, so kind of likes it here. This is an experiment my son wants to do. He wants trying to grow pineapple. This is my Hoya. Oh, I'm gonna wash that. This is my Hoya Claudata Sumatra. Not doing too hot, you guys. I am not sure what's going on with this. So it's still kind of alive, but barely hanging in there. So I'm trying to figure out my options on how to get it more lively, I guess. Any suggestions would be appreciated. Leave them in the comments below. Hey, this is my little breakfast nuke, type of a nuke. I just have a few plants in here, not too crazy. This is my philodendron Brazil, and I love the Brazil. I know I brag about it all the time. I love the leaves, I love the colors, I love the variegation on it. Every leaf is a masterpiece. This is my Monstera adansonii. It's giving me these like runners which need to be propped up somewhere. It likes this spot because it's giving me new leaves. Like all of this vine is all new growth. Now down here we have our Christmas cactus. Oh my god, this guy has been through a ringer. It's been chewed up by the cat, knocked over the higher shelf by kids playing. I'm just trying to get it to be happy again. I am not expecting it to bloom, obviously, this time around, but hopefully next year it's gonna give me some pretty blooms. And of course, everybody's favorite, this is Hoya Crimson Princess. It's trailing, it's in a north window, and all of this is new growth. It has not bloomed for me. I only had it less than a year. I might take a couple of cuttings and just propagate them. So next one I have this another Dracaena, and this tree is I call it my troll tree. Even though this is a Dracaena, I call it my troll tree. I dress it up for Halloween, and let me show you why. I just kind of tie this up like this and I put 2 googly eyes over here, and it becomes my little troll tree. And it's almost like from Dr. Seuss type of a tree when you have all of these up. Yeah, I love this guy. I have no idea how I'm gonna move it. If you ever moved with larger plants or taller plants like this, please tell me how did you do it. Leave it in the comments below. I would love to know, and I'm sure everybody else watching this video would love to know as well. On my table there's nothing except this orchid. I want to say this is a Phalaenopsis orchid. Obviously I cannot tell because there are no flowers on it. This was a rescue, never had flowers one, well, at least I did not see it. And it's the one that I was repotting that the neighbors gave me. Yeah, it gave me a little new root right there. Kind of likes it over here, just hanging out over here. It's getting, I think, enough light from those north windows. We'll see how it's gonna do. Oh, I can't believe I almost forgot this little beauty. It's a string of hearts, and it's already giving me new growth. Like, all of these, like every vine has new growth. He does like this spot. All right, everybody, so that is pretty much all my plants on the first floor of my house. So let me take you upstairs and show you what I have going on over there. Some of them I'm still trying to figure out where to place them. Oh my gosh, you guys, there's a lizard in the window. Let me show you. Can you see it right there? These guys are everywhere. They are everywhere, and it just jumped on there. Oh my gosh, scared me. Oh, that scared me. It just jumped from there. We have a Christmas tree, which we decorate from different type of holidays outside. So it was Halloween, and then it was Christmas, and it was sitting on the tree, and it jumped into the window and scared me. Oh my gosh, there are lizards everywhere here, you guys. I'm not scared of them usually, but it just startled me. It's just kind of peeking in. Okay, so let me take you upstairs and show you what I have going on upstairs. We have rubber tree, which is over here, and you guys probably have seen the story. Just gave me 2 new beautiful leaves. So let's go take a look in my master bathroom. Okay, so we are in my master bathroom and I have some plants that are undergoing some special type of care in the tub right here, and I have some that are over there. They're in the middle also repotting and pruning and all of that stuff. So let's go and see what I got over here. So this is Hoya compacta. It's just one little strand. It's a slow grower. It does need more soil. This was also an recent acquisition from a friend of mine that gave me this beautiful Maranta plant, the prayer plant, remember? And this guy just got watered, and I dusted up the leaves and everything. So yeah, this is my theater corner, as I call it, because this is where I have all my drama queen plants. So it's my theater corner. And all of them are like that. I have my peacock plant over here. Oh my gosh, I love the leaves on this one. It's like just the mosaic is wonderful. And this guy, the little brown spots on the leaves, that's how I got it. So I am rehabbing it right now. As you can see, I have a little pot of water. I'm trying to create kind of a humidity type basin thing, and it's actually working. So I'm gonna leave it there before I do anything else, before repotting and everything. All of these plants just came out of quarantine, so they're okay. I have my calatheas over here as well, and this guy is my Marantas and my calatheas, and I love these because look at the color on the back. Anybody who knows me knows I love Christmas, so the pure color combination is out of this world. Look at that color. Oh my gosh, all day long. Yes, please. Like every single leaf, I love it. Even these guys, they're trying. But I love this one. This one is the biggest drama queen of them all. It's even bigger drama queen than this guy. And we all know, come on you guys, let's be honest, we all know that this one there's not a bigger drama queen than that. And this one manages to, out-drama the drama queen. So, but it is beautiful. It's one of my first plants in my collection when I restarted the collection. So I do love it. It does have that leaf that needs to be pruned. I'm just waiting for it completely to kind of dry off, and that plant right there. We have the Song of India right here. It's still a little baby. This is my begonia. My gosh, the one that double, the two-tone Rex. It's beautiful. It gives me sage colored leaves. It gives me burgundy colored leaves. It gives me all the leaves in between. Love it. My watermelon peperomia right here. This guy is doing pretty good. It has this one weird leaf, but it's doing pretty good. I have my rescue little begonia that was given to me by my neighbor. Of course, my beautiful alocasia poly, also known as African shield plant. I mean, look at these gorgeous leaves. Look at these. And I am proud of myself. They're not crispy or anything. The yellowing leaf right here, it just supposed to do this. It's at the end of its lifespan. That leaf just only that leaf. It's kind of doing its own thing. Yes, this is my rehab little corner. I'm in the middle. It doesn't usually look like this. It usually looks more lush and beautiful, but I'm in the middle of rehabbing a few different plants. I'm gonna show you the last corner in my house where I keep plants currently at this time until I'm done fixing a couple things and finishing a couple of projects, and then we're gonna put them in their more permanent spots. But this way, at least you're gonna get an idea of what I have, and I'm gonna get an idea of what I have and where everything needs to go. So let's go to my last place where I keep my plants, and I'll show you what I have over there. So we're in the last spot in my house where I keep the plants. It used to be my original quarantine corner, but after that it kind of became my rescue corner, and the plants that I rescued from the cat, who's actually right over here. This is Casper. This is his bedroom. So he's kind of a boss over here. Let me show you what I have over here. This, I am down -2 Hoyas. This is Hoya curtisii. Sad day for me because I love this plant. I have a couple of green leaves. So this plant, that little guy right there, decided to use as a snack. So turns out that he walks over here. I caught him walking over here, and it just drove me crazy. So I just put all the plants over here for the time being until all of these, they usually live in my master bathroom. So I put them over here until I get those plants situated because they were in quarantine and I needed to keep them separate. But in the meantime, he ate my curtisii, which I'm not happy about. So I'm not even sure this can be saved anymore, but I will see what I can do. This is just an extra pot over there. Of course, my Moonlight Trubii right there. It's doing great. It's giving me new growth right there. And this is my second one that I have rescued. This is my first one, the very, very first one. And it's doing great too. It's giving me new growth right there. It was a very slow start to it. There's another new growth. I love this plant. This is Luna. This one does not have a name, but it is gorgeous and it's beautiful. And I rescued it. It's my rescue. I love it. It's beautiful. I mean, look at these leaves. How can you not love the color on these leaves? I absolutely love it. It's the more sun it gets, the more silvery it gets. This leaf right here was in the shade. As you can see, it's more green, but the ones that hit the sun hits, they're just gorgeous. So this guy right here is my heartleaf philodendron. It's one of my other ones. So what happened was the one that was downstairs and this guy, they were in the same pot. And then this guy right here decided to get onto the shelf and knocked over the whole entire pot. The pot broke and I had to divide these guys into different pots because I did not have a big enough pot at the time. So half of it is in here. And yes, these leaves, the yellow leaves, nothing wrong with them. They're just coming to the end of their lifespan. And these are the 2 original leaves. Mind you, I had this plant since, I want to say, either May or June of 2021. And these were green like this. These 2 leaves were original green leaves like this. So they're just coming to the end of their lifespan. And they're still kind of stuck in there. So I'm just gonna let them be. Yeah, so I have to repot this guy. It's giving me tons of new growth and it's beautiful. It has heart leaf shaped leaves and they're all nice and shiny. Yeah, I love philodendrons. So this is my Hoya australis. As you remember, I got it and it's still just sitting there. I got no more new growth on this lady. And I had it since, it's all marked, since end of August. So it's August, September, October, November, December. I had 5 months and there's still no new growth. So let me know in the comments below what else I could do. Maybe I should just be more patient. I mean, it's not getting yellow, it's not getting more green, it's just staying the way it is. So yeah. So this is my latifolia. This is one of my new recent acquired pieces of beautiful, beautiful Hoyas, and I wanted this was on my wish list because I love this plant. I had a very long one, very tall one that was trailing. It was just beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And as you can tell, we have 1014. It was rooted in October 4th. It was potted up, and nada, got nothing on it yet either. I don't know if it's a slower grower or what. I mean, I have some brand new baby aerial roots right there, but other than that, nada. So we're gonna keep it like that, and we're gonna see what it does. I'll keep it here for another month or so. Maybe I'll switch a place for it, and we'll take a look. Maybe it needs a different place. Yeah, you can tell my cat was over here because he just walks through these and he just lies down among my plants. So I gotta find him a different, I don't know, I gotta do a setup over here so he doesn't wreck my plants. This guy, Crinkle 8, another one that did not make it or half made it or whatnot. So the leaves went like this, dead. I know one was chewed up by this guy right here. This guy. Because I saw his teeth mark in one of the leaves that are already gone. So I'm not sure what the heck happened to this guy. So he's just sitting here like this. These leaves have been like this for the past 3 months, so I'm not sure. This is my Crimson Queen, and also kind of dormant. So again, any tips would be appreciated. This is my Cantiana, also dormant. All my Hoyas went dormant. The ones that are on the shelf went dormant. So I'm not sure if it's the shelf or not, but I'm gonna move them and see, maybe a different place would be much better for them. This is my Hoya pubicalis, and this guy, oh my gosh, this guy is long and it needs a trellis badly. It is putting out new leaves. I love this. This is one of my favorite Hoyas. I don't know, everybody's like, oh, it's like a most common Hoya, there's nothing exciting of it. Not true. Look at these leaves, look at the shape. These are beautiful, and I cannot wait until this thing flowers and it just creates like a knot. It's beautiful. Oh yeah, my Hoya retusum, the cat ate it, so I just left it there. This is my Begonia maculata, polka dot. Little crispy leaves from the beginning. All the crispies, the humidity needed to be adjusted here again, but it is giving me new growth constantly, which I'm very happy and excited about, because I mean, look at these leaves, like look at these leaves, look at these leaves. It's gorgeous, they're beautiful. They're beautiful, and they spotty. Look at those spots. I love it. This is one of my favorite plants ever. Again, I am a sucker for any plant that has a burgundy back. Any plant that has a burgundy back. I absolutely love it. Like any of them. And this just, oh my gosh. That is my little plant shelf just for the time being. It was kind of an emergency thing because I had to use my other tub where all of these plants used to live as a quarantine zone for a little while, because I acquired a few plants that I did not expect to acquire at the same time. As soon as that's over, these guys are gonna go back there and thrive. So. Alright, you guys, if you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and yeah, click the notification button. It's how you're gonna know when I post a new video. Also follow me on Instagram. I'll link it down below. I always welcome your comments, and I will see you in the next one.